Waddup Shark Nation, it's me, TJ Shark here. In this video I want to talk about a guy called Drax Dogman on Instagram. So I've recently had a beef with this guy because I commented, type of guy who says, if you can't bench 225 in your first year, your training is shit. He made a post where he says, if you can't hit 200 lbs lean naturally, just blast gear, your genes are already cooked. From the caption of his post you can already see he said, dumbass, 200 pounds lean is not attainable for everyone. Drax Dogman, who is this guy? This guy, as you can see in this video, went from 68 kgs, pretty lean, did a bulk from 1 year, he barely gained any fat, his face shape changed drastically. Do you guys think that is natural? Of course, that shit is not natural. To prove this, he makes a lot of dumb ass takes. Like, if you can't gain mass without gaining body fat, are you even bulking or are you just getting fat? The guy clearly knows nothing about bulking. You can't magically put on muscle without putting on fat. You will always put on fat if you're bulking. Yes, you can main gain. That means your body weight stays the same and you can convert some fat to muscle. But this is a really slow process. And he clearly didn't do this because he gained 30 kgs of body weight. He did bulk. Then he says shit like, if you're 6'2", you should gain more muscle than me at 5'10". He's not 5'10", by the way. Muscle growth is not related to height. Yes, my potential max muscle amount is higher than his because I'm way taller and I got a way bigger frame than this guy. But reaching that potential is really hard, and definitely if you come from 130 pounds, it's gonna take years, probably decades to reach my potential. What is maybe 220, 225. 230 pounds, 240. I don't know. I'll see it if I reach it, but honestly I don't want to reach that weight. It's not functional for any daily activity or any sport. People who want to get that big usually are or professional bodybuilders, really love the sport and do the shit for their passion, or they're really insecure kids like this one. It's a really short kid who makes cringy ass videos just to get attention. He makes dumb ass takes. If you can't lateral raise 50 lbs in each hand, what are you doing? That's a ton of weight. I've never seen anyone in any gym I go to lift that much with great form. 50 lbs is not a normal standard. He's not doing that shit with good form, I'll say you that. The guy also makes posts like, if you don't have capped delts, you have no idea how to train. That's fucking not true. Not everyone starts with a great base. I think everyone can get capped delts, but that's just a result from a long time training. That's not everyone should have that. If you can't bench 225 for reps your first year, you're cooked. Oh, he made a video before I even commented the shit, and he literally said the same thing as I said as a joke. Of course, this guy thinks you should bench 225 in the first year. You know who also said that stupid shit? Dylan McNugget. That's just so fucking untrue. If you're 130 pounds and you're 6'2" or 6 foot like fucking Jack's fit, you shouldn't bench 225 in 1 year. That's not realistic. If you're a normal weight like 170 at 5'9" or 5'10", it's also not normal to bench 225 in your first year. Although it could be possible, it's definitely not normal. This is the day after the beef with Drax, so I got a quick update for y'all. One of his friends told me, and I quote, only reason I don't call him out is because he's low-key not got a great physique, in my opinion, for competing standards, which is where I am. Then he told me, I'll tell you why he isn't open about it. Bad physique, but he once told me his parents follow him. This is one of Drax's friends, and he says he's on gear. He also says he has a bad physique, what is honestly not true. The guy is massive, and personally I don't want to look like him because he's way too big, but it's impressive neither way. So the other update is he made a reel about me where he used one of my comments. So the comment I've sent him is, 30 pounds of almost all muscle in a year is not mid, how delusional are you? I'm not even coping though, I gained more muscle than 99.999% of people ever will. So this comment was pretty cringy from my side, but it's all based on facts. This guy Drax is way shorter than me. Also, he's definitely on gear and I'm not, and I'd rather be someone who's taller and not on gear than any gearhead. Also, the fact that I gained more muscle than 99.999% of people is definitely true. I've gained 27.5 kgs, almost 28, and that's obviously not all muscle. It's probably about 17 to 21, 22 kgs of muscle and 5 to 7 or 8 kgs of fat. So it's definitely not the most insane transformation, but take in mind only 20% of the population on Earth lives, and in those 20% you have a lot of older women, young kids who have never gained 20 kgs, and even if you just take the male population, that's half of the 20%, so that's 10%, and if you then go to people who are above 14 years old, that's maybe 5% of the population on Earth, and then you go at how much of those people have gained more than 20 kgs of muscle. I don't think that's even 0.000% of people. He made a video about that comment where he used before pics from like 1.5 years ago, and he used a pic from like a year ago to try to make a mockery of me. It didn't really work. By the way, the guy also says he has tests of around 1,000 nanograms per liter. The average range is from 200 to 800, so he's really high above the average range with his testosterone. Another sign that he's not natty, also he knows his testosterone, and I don't know any natural lifter that knows his testosterone. The only ones that do are professional natural bodybuilders, but he clearly isn't. So the next sign is he has never competed at any natural competition. If he gained 30 kgs of pure muscle in a year, why wouldn't you compete? Because he would fail the fucking drug test. So as you can see, there are tons of signs he's not natty. I'm not gonna spend more time on a dumbass roid head like this guy. If you have any questions or tips for future videos, let me know in the comments down below. The last thing I want to say is be careful with who you follow. A lot of these guys who look big and you might think they are experienced, they know shit, know absolutely fucking nothing and can set you back more than they can help you. So be careful with who you follow. That getting out of the way, I might do a future video about more fake natties because I'm really annoyed at these people. They're ruining fitness. Fitness is supposed to be about improving yourself, getting more fit, and this can be muscle growth or strength or speed or explosiveness or flexibility, everything related to your body. And these guys are just focused on muscle growth and they're doing everything to get it. They don't care if they take tons of tren and other drugs to get that. It's so fucking stupid. It is what it is. It's me, DJ Shark, signing out.
Let me go again. Let me go again. Let me go again. Let me go again. Yeah. Yeah.
If you're new around here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.